Free ballers, we're back. Beef boys, we're here. Back and better than ever.
Beef boys.
That's just what Abby called, or that's just what you called us to Abby. Called us the beef boys, right?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's stuck. Here I am, talking about it. So.
Are you recording?
Oh, I'm recording.
What? Beef boys. Two little handsome patties on a lightly sesame seeded bun.
Mayo?
Nope.
No mayo.
Please. Why you gotta have that condiment?
I like mayo. But anyway, we're back and better than ever. We're back with vengeance. Sorry for the long layover. We're here. And we are ready to give you guys what you've been longing for. And that is Free Ballers Podcast. So, we don't really have a structure this go around. We're just going to free ball it. We enjoyed free balling it, just shooting the shit, talking about whatever comes to mind. But we did keep one thing intact for you guys just because it's such a... It's a national treasure. A staple, if you will.
Yes.
It's a staple in this podcast, and we are keeping the draft. So we will cue that beautiful draft music and begin a draft every single week for you guys. And not just begin one, but we're going to end one too. Did you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll just have a draft at the end of every episode.
Yep. So I think it's only right that we tell them what we're drafting so that we can really get their minds fluttering with ideas.
Okay.
Go ahead and tell them what we're drafting.
I mean, for me at least, I had this idea because Space Jam 2 coming out, LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Yeah, gonna be drafting 5 NBA players. Who has the best team? Are we doing one per position, or like how's that working?
You know, that's a great question. I hadn't really thought about it, and it's not just current NBA players. This is the NBA Dream Team starting 5. So it can be any position, but it's your starting 5. So just don't draft the 5 best point guards of all time. You know?
Why not?
Well, I'll draft Shaquille O'Neal. And that already, you're just wrecked. You know? You don't have anybody
Shaq
to guard
could
him.
just constantly guard. Oh, okay.
You just don't have anyone to guard him. So, yeah, that's what we're drafting. It's going to be a good one. And I'm excited to get back in the swing of things here with the Free Ballers Podcast draft. So, yeah, in other news, I was listening to this other podcast the other day, and it has the guy's name is Sal from Impractical Jokers. Not sure if you guys are fans of Impractical Jokers. Great show. And he's talking to the other guy. I can't remember his name. And I learned something that day, and it's pronounced wheelbarrow. It's not a wheelbarrow. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I learned on that podcast that it's a wheelbarrow, not a wheelbarrow.
I actually just said that word yesterday.
Incorrectly?
Wheelbarrow.
Yeah. So, and then he also taught me another thing. Well, actually, I think I knew this one, but I just thought it was funny that the other guy didn't know it. He pronounced it, I think it was Tupperware, but it's actually Tupperware. Somebody fact check me on that one.
Well, I would say now that you're talking about it, I'm kind of worried about which one actually is correct. Tupperware.
I'm pretty sure it's Tupper.
I would say it with the 2 P's.
Yeah, I think.
Tubber?
Yeah, the guy pronounced it Tupperware.
Here, let me go. Hold on, let me go check this out.
So while Jordan's away, I'm pretty sure Sal said to the guy, he goes, "Wait, say that again?" And the guy goes, "Tupperware." And he's like, "Are you slower? Say it slower." And he's like, "Tub-aware." And he's like, "Yeah, there's no tub in it. It's Tupperware." And the guy was just absolutely, he was floored that it was Tupperware. And he's like, so you're telling me, he's got like a doctorate degree or whatever, and he's like, so you're telling me all these years, when I tell people that they need to bring their Tupperware, I was just saying it wrong the whole time. So.
So I ran to the kitchen. I found Rubbermaid.
Yeah, yep.
I don't know. It's Tupper, PP.
Yep, that's what I thought.
I don't know if... I'm trying to think of like anything that I've pronounced or like have just been saying incorrectly for a while.
You've been... Well...
We don't need to bring up music.
I was going to say, you've been singing wrong lyrics for a long time.
I feel like we've already discussed that.
We have. That's why I just... Full
circle. You like to keep on bringing it up, though.
You have to.
So, what? We had like a year off, right? We can just...
Yeah, it's been a while. Almost forgot how to do this.
So, was it a whole year?
I feel like it was more than a year.
Yeah, I was saying, I feel like we may have stopped before the whole like...
I want to say...
COVID-19 thing.
Yeah, I want to say it was like summer 19 was the last episode we dropped. So it's been a little minute.
So anything been going on with you? Anything at all?
I mean, since COVID hit, I've been...
Yeah, like, what'd you do during quarantine? Did you... everything. What's going on?
I've been working from home since last March, and I love it. Can't complain. Work is still work, though. Like, obviously, things are frustrating sometimes, but to be able to just not have to drive 25-30 minutes to work and save that gas money and just not wake up as early, not have to worry about getting dressed, and just can walk downstairs to my office/desk and just be able to do my work right then and there. I mean, it's beautiful. It should
Your
be
office/desk?
Yeah, it's not really an office. It's like our dining room.
Hey, we should patent that. For real.
What?
An office, not an office desk, but an office/desk, okay? Now,
I'm listening.
Imagine that you are, in like a facility, right? In like a big warehouse. You're like, I want my own space. You get this desk out of your backpack. It's like folding legs. And then out pops a portable cubicle. And it's like a little tiny wall. You're cubed in. It's now your office.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Hold on. Let me write that down.
You should Amazon it, see if it exists.
I'm going to put it on Shark Tank. But, what was I saying? Oh. Yeah. Working from home, it should be an option for all employers. Like, it just helps so much with work-life balance. It's unbelievable. You hear all these horror stories about COVID and how it's been a negative, but honestly, it's been pretty much a positive for me. Other than the only negatives really is for me personally is being it hindered like family gatherings and holidays, but other than that, like I've been able to travel to places more often. I'm in not great shape, but better shape than I was,
Right, because you're at home, so you're able to, exercise when you want, when you need.
Exercise, eating right. Like I'm down 30 pounds since last March. So, and I'm in good shape mentally for the most part.
And that's the best kind of shape you can be in, Aaron.
Yeah. So, I'm just dreading the day they're going to make us go back into the office, because then all that is just going to go. It's going to go to the shitter.
I hope not. I hope not for you, at least.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm trying to be self-employed.
Well, my COVID didn't really change anything for me at all. I was an essential worker the entire time, so unfortunately, I was still going to work.
Thank you to all our essential workers out there. God, round of applause.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks.
Golly.
Yeah, the gym being closed sucked.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. I was working out in the living room and it was probably the most boring, like, 30 minutes every day I could ever have. Just wasn't fun. It wasn't fun for me. I didn't have any weights, so I was curling and, like, trying to, like, manipulate this, like, 3-gallon water jug to do what I wanted to do, and it just was not working. And I had a resistant band, but, like, goofy.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Well, yeah.
business, the fitness business definitely it went up in certain areas, like obviously people buying bands and
Yeah, I want to say the,
dumbbells.
the, the at-home fitness part of it, like, the weights, the dumbbells, like, I mean, anything you can do at home, obviously, like, no one's had anything in stock since last year.
Right. Yeah, cuz I bought one dumbbell and a band,
Wait, a what?
a band and a dumbbell.
No, no. Okay, say that one more time.
A dumbbell?
You say D. How do you spell that? Okay.
Dumbell.
I swear you said Dunbell, and I thought I caught you in the middle of a podcast saying something
Oh
wrong,
no.
and I was gonna call you out. Okay.
No.
Shit.
Yeah, so and a yoga mat. Never had one of those, but I literally do, ab workouts on my yoga mat pretty much 5 days a week. So,
Why? Why do you use a yoga mat?
well, because the carpet has dog hair all over it. Like we have two dogs,
Mm,
so I'm not trying to go in there and vacuum the carpet every day. So I do it on like the hard floor, and I just put my yoga mat down there. Get
gotcha.
her done. About
I
20
feel it.
minutes.
I feel it, brother.
That's all it takes.
I mean, if you got 20 minutes spare, might as well go ahead and do it there. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that the truth? Oh, I pulled up TikTok because I wanna find this video about pronouncing things. It's these, those dudes in the warehouse. They're always talking like legend or not by state, and they'll say like famous people that are from that state, and they'll say whether that or not they think they're a legend, or name the first player you
Okay.
think of when I say this team. Boston Red Sox.
What's the first thing that I think of?
The first player.
The first player. Okay. Try that again. So, what's happening?
Name the first player you think of when I say this team, okay?
Oh God, this is so hard for me. Okay.
All right, Chicago Bulls.
Michael Jordan.
There you go. So they do things like that. And they did one the other day where like they asked everybody how you pronounce something.
Okay.
But I'm trying to find the video so I can figure out what they were saying. One of them is definitely one that I don't really know how to say. It's Crayon.
Crayon.
Crayon. You say crayon?
Yeah.
I've always like growing up I've always just say crown.
Yeah. So did I, but mom would literally beat my ass about it. She'd be like, "No, it's crayon. No, it's crayon." So like, after 2 years of just hearing that, it was just like, it just clicked. This is crayon now.
Yeah. I don't
How
know.
do you say
So
it now?
I just say crown. Like pass me that crown.
Hey, give me the crown. Uh, that's funny though, cause Sydney and I were talking about this the other day, and she pronounces it. It threw me off because I was not ready for it at all. Crayon.
Crayon. I think that's how the other dudes are saying it too. Oh, but I just remembered one. All right. What's the thing called? You're driving down the street and you can't keep going that direction. You have to turn around. What's that called?
A U-turn like that?
No. Like you're like in the suburbs.
Oh God, a cul-de-sac.
Well, what else? Starts with an R.
It's definitely not a roundabout.
What? Yes, it's called a roundabout.
No, a roundabout is when you have. It's like a circle, but you can get off on different streets, like in that circle,
Oh,
and
maybe
it
that's
brings
what
you
I'm thinking of
around.
then. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
The cul-de-sac is like in the suburbs, or like in like a little neighborhood,
That's
like
what I
where
mean.
our aunt and uncle live. That's like a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, that's a cul-de-sac, but I don't know. I guess I just didn't hear the first part when they were
Yeah,
talking.
maybe you were just tripping.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now and I'm just a little distracted. But yeah, so they said, what's the thing that you drive around to get to another street or whatever? And they said
A car.
a roundabout.
Yeah.
But then the other guys called it something I've never even heard it called before. And it starts with an R also. Can you guess it? Because I've never...
Reach around? I have no idea, Aaron.
They called it a rotary.
Huh?
Yeah, they called it a rotary. And I'm like, what the hell's a rotary?
Yeah, no, I have no idea.
Yeah. So
I've never heard that before.
that was very... They caught me off guard. But yeah, I can't find this damn video. Sorry, Chupapi Muñeño is on here, though.
It's okay. I mean, if you need me to keep him entertained, I can go ahead and give him a couple voices or something. What's going on? My name's Brad Castle Hawkins, and literally been working on a bit.
Brad Castle Hawkins?
You like that?
I loved it.
No, hey, actually though, have you
Found it. Go ahead.
have you heard of the new White Claws? They're making White Claw Surge right now.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about those.
It's supposed to be like...
It's the new
supposed to blow
summer
up over
drink.
something. Yeah.
Surge.
It's 8% alcohol, and they're saying... Bro, I don't... Siri keeps popping up. Anyway. They said it's supposed to give Four Loko a run for its money or something like that.
Oh, fuck. No.
And I was like, how's it even
Loko.
possible? Four Locos are 14%.
Four
That's nowhere
Locos
close.
killed you.
They
They killed me once. When I was
No,
20.
The Surge, White Claw Surge, going to be 8%.
Yeah, that's nothing compared to the Four Locos.
Right, but if you put 2 or 3 of those down compared to the 2 or 3 that you would normally put down on a regular White Claw, there's going to be a lot of turned people this summer.
Yeah.
Telling you that right now.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I found these guys on TikTok. They have quite a bit of followers. I didn't know they had that many followers. They got 615,000. Let's see if I can find it. So it says, how do you pronounce it? Here it is.
Part 3. What do you call when you're driving and there's a circle on the road?
Ah, this is a good one. Rotary, you call it a roundabout. Good one, get the fuck out of here. You call it a roundabout? Roundabout, it's a fucking rotary.
What do you call?
Yeah, that guy freaked out. Did you hear him?
He was like very passionate.
He said
about
it's a fucking rotary. Like, what?
I thought that was like something in your car.
Yeah. And then obviously they did the crown one, the crayon.
Crayon.
Yeah. And then the other guy said crayon. And that's what you said, Sydney said?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, they're saying crayon and crayon. And then here I am calling it a crown. Like CROWN.
Only one guy could wear the crown.
Yep.
While I was speaking about summer, I wanted to ask you how you felt about these cicadas.
I haven't even thought about them, honestly, until you brought them
Year
up.
17, they're supposed to be coming out like what, like any week now?
I heard, well, it's been kind of chilly. They said the ground has to heat up to a certain degree so they can come up.
What if
So-
it got really warm and then like it just got cold as shit like one day and just killed all of them?
That'd be a phenomenon, I tell you.
That'd be clutch.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think they said around beginning of May is what they predicted. But what do I know?
I'm not looking forward to them.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys know this or noticed this or not, but it's just me and Jordan on here. We decided to do the podcast, just him and I.
He's
And-
about 20 minutes into the episode here.
We don't have Joe on full time, unfortunately. He has 2 kids or something like that. I don't know. So he's pretty busy. He's a busy guy. But we do have a special guest this week. So he will be joining us here any minute, and it's gonna be exciting to have him on.
Oh, did he let you know?
Yeah, he said he should be able to get on. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time talking to him a little bit. And he's also, whoa, he's also going to. Okay, Jordan, shut the fuck up.
I was about to talk as you were about to talk, like 2 times in a row.
He is about to join us and he's also going to join us in the draft. So we are going to have a 3-man battle for the NBA Dream Team draft. It's going to be good.
Well, now I'm a little nervous because I had it in the bag if it was just you. But if I'm going against this guy too.
You wouldn't have had it in the bag with me ever. Your fruit patty. Can I say that?
So, I don't... I know you didn't mean it like to be like homophobic at all. It was just like a fruit-filled burger, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm just speaking from the depths of my gullet. So, but it's 2021. We could get canceled immediately.
Yeah, I mean, you could get canceled talking about getting canceled, so I'd be careful with that too.
Fuck. I hope I don't get canceled. Oh, I just got a ping from our special guest. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but I think he's on his way. And I'm not going to tell you who it is. You're just going to have to listen for yourself. He's a big fan of the show. He's been around the block, so he should be here any minute. We'll talk to him a little bit, and then we will get that draft underway that is just absolutely driving a nutshell into your backsides right now.
What? Hey, what happened to Donovan Mitchell? Donovan Mitchell was being helped to the locker room after an awkward landing.
I don't know. Did that just happen?
It did, an hour ago, actually.
Oof.
So by the time you're hearing this on Tuesday, I heard about it first.
True. Take that, Adrian Wojnarowski.
Hey, actually, I might talk about this when I almost said it, when our special guest gets here.
Oh my God, I think he's here right now.
Joe Graneski, first-time listener, or long-time listener, first-time caller.
Hey, how's it going there, Joe?
It's going okay.
It ain't going good. My girl ain't doing the thing she ought to do. It awful. Name that song.
Well, it's not a song. It's a poem.
Oh, it's from the beginning of the T-Pain song. Anyway, yes, you got it right, folks. That is Joe G. He is our special guest this week, and that's Northbrook's finest. In case you forgot.
Oh my God, I did actually.
We were just telling them all about our special guest joining in, and here you are. We're happy to have you on.
Happy to be here.
So, Joe, how you been doing, bud? We were just talking about our COVID lives. What have you been doing for the past year and a half or so since we stopped doing this podcast?
Somberly looking out a window while like slowly drinking a tea with like a big comforter wrapped around me.
God, that was beautiful.
It's been pretty warm.
You know, as you were speaking those words, I envisioned you doing all of those things. Like you were just doing it right in front of me.
Oh, I like to know.
I saw myself doing it.
Hold on a second.
You lighting a cigar?
I was doing my best Lil Wayne impression.
That was pretty good, actually.
That was an actual lighter. That was not me doing that.
Be careful.
Okay.
Fire's not to play with.
I know. But go ahead. What else have you been doing besides that?
No, nothing really. I mean, got 2 little ones who have been cooped up that haven't been able to see other kids, so it's just been trying to come up with new games all the time to entertain, and hoping that sports don't get taken from us again. And that's about it, really. I mean, it's COVID.
Have you had any created games that stuck around? Any ones that were just fun that you made up?
So, not ones that we made up. My mother-in-law for Christmas bought us one of those gifts. So, those gifts that you get that are like, especially around Christmas, they're like stocking stuffers, but you're like, we're never actually going to use these for anything. Like, you could have saved the $4 that you spent on this. That was just like a gag gift type of thing. Well, she got these like snowballs that are for indoor like snowball fights. But they're like,
that's awesome.
I can't even explain.
They're like squishy?
Yeah, they're squishy, but they're not as dense as like a ball you throw in water.
My dad and my stepmom had those.
Oh, really?
This year, actually, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
I've
gonna
never heard of
say-
them before.
I was gonna say, didn't we use those in like gym class and at Hilltop, Jordan? When we played Blitz. Remember that game?
Maybe. I mean, kind of. It's literally like.
It's almost like like fur on the outside.
It's like a
Yeah.
dense cotton ball. I don't even know how to explain
You
it. It's got
know,
like enough. It's got enough weight to it that you can actually like turn around and fire one across the room. But it's not so like heavy that you don't have to worry. Like if you hit somebody in the face, it's not going to hurt them.
Right.
Like what I compare it to the most is like like those green, like almost like fake styrofoam things that you can put like fake plants into. They kind of like help
Yeah.
it sit up. It's like that feeling,
Yeah, that's fair.
but it like comes back to the like circle shape.
Yep.
yeah, I think
It's weird.
That's awesome.
But anyways, we've just been having massive fights with those, and my son just loves it. And it's kind of fun to like after a long day of kids screaming in your face to kind of turn a corner and like fire a snowball, full speed. at 'em. Feels pretty good.
He just comes walking out of the bathroom, just gets a snowball.
Nice.
Talk shit,
good.
get hit. Isn't that what they say?
Oh yeah. It's the code to
With
live by.
snowball.
Teach my kids one day too.
So we were talking about the pros and cons of being quarantined, if you will, during the beginning of COVID. Would you say your experience with COVID has been mostly positive, or mostly negative?
So I feel like I'm legitimately like have changed because of COVID. So I haven't heard your guys' conversation, so I don't know if you guys have kind of mentioned this or talked anything about this, but like I was an extrovert for sure before all this, and I just find myself more and more nowadays just being like, obviously I want this to be over, but like I'm not looking forward necessarily to all the like the crazy things that are like I used to do. So for example, I work in an office, and like half my day was just spent like going to people's desks and shooting the shit or whatever. And it was great. And now like I'm back in office, and everybody is back now. And I'm like realizing I'm bad at small talk now. I'm just like, oh, okay now, bye. And I want to get in and out of those conversations so fast. Like I'm not interested in them anymore at all. And I don't know if that's gonna like slowly change, but like yeah, definitely being in the office is one of those things that's like, you know what, I could do without this. I thought I would never want to work from home. Now I feel like all I want to do is work from home. But
So they have everybody in the office now.
yeah, we've been back for a while now. I feel like they were kind of ahead of the curve with that one. They brought people back pretty quick. Yeah.
Look at you guys.
I mean, what's cool though is they have gone to like a flexible working thing. So I work like 3 days in office, 2 at home, which I feel like is a pretty good mix. It gets me out of the house, gets me to actually interact with other humans, but still 2 days at home.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, cuts the commute down too, which is nice.
So I want to plug in a little segment here, just because I was talking about these guys earlier that I found on TikTok, where they'll say a state and they'll name all the famous people from that state, and you say if you think they're a legend or not. I don't know if you've seen these guys on TikTok, but they got some good things on here that we could use as some segments. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this little segment in, and we're going to do Sports Edition Legend or Not. First one is Tim Duncan.
Legend.
Mark Burley.
Don't know him.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have no idea who that is. Not a legend.
He used to pitch for the White Sox. But
Is this one of those games where you're actually trying to see if we just say legend to people we don't know, and half of these names are fake?
no.
That'd be
Would you say he was a legend?
Mark
Matt
Burley.
Farley?
Mark Burley, no, I would not say he's a legend. Tim Tebow.
No.
Yes.
Collegiate, yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, did you say
He's a legend in
collegiate?
Florida.
Jordan, did you say collegiate? Are you flying collegiate this evening?
I don't even know.
Okay, next one. Let's see who we got. Miguel Cabrera.
Legend.
Legend.
Borderline.
Okay, you both agree. Legend? Cool. This one's a no-brainer for me. Vince Carter.
Oh my, yes, absolutely.
Yep.
He might be a one of one.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yes.
And that's all for the legend.
LT.
That was a legend or not? You guys want to keep going?
Okay.
Throw a few more. At
LT, unstoppable in Madden. What was that? Or was that a Madden game or was that ESPN?
It would have been both at the time, probably.
Yeah, he was on the cover of Madden. Pretty sure.
He was great in
LT
NFL
was
Street
cold.
too.
All right, I got a couple more for you guys. We got Mariano Rivera.
Legend. Absolutely. He's the best closer of all time.
Yeah. Lionel Messi.
Yes.
Legend.
GOAT.
One of one.
Hey, you taking him or Cristiano Ronaldo?
Give me Messi all day. How about
Joji?
you, Joe?
Probably Messi.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Absolute one of one. Yes.
Legend.
Mia Hamm.
Yes.
Legend.
And Cristiano Ronaldo.
Legend.
Yes.
I love that. I'm trying to.
Of course,
I was
one
trying
of
to
my
alternate
favorites.
with Jordan. Every time I said yes, he would say legend, and vice versa. I love it.
One of my favorite athletes of all time. I don't even want to ask it, but Deion Sanders.
Legend.
Yes.
And then last one, Tony Hawk.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, a legend.
But, I mean, that guy could have not even skateboarded, and would be a legend just because of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Are you kidding me?
I love
That
seeing
game?
I love seeing his tweets about when he's at the airport, and they check his license, and they're like, "Hey, I like the skateboarder Tony Hawk," and he's like, "Exactly like the skateboarder
Almost
Tony
exactly
Hawk."
like him.
And then they're like, "I wonder what he's doing nowadays," and he goes, "This, exactly this right now."
Did you guys see that video he posted recently of him trying to hit like wasn't the 900? It was like a 510 or something like that.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
That's so cool. I mean, he was so pumped up. You could just tell it was bothering him. He couldn't land that.
And he said
And when
that's
he
probably
did,
the
he was so
last
pumped
time
up.
he'll ever do it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think of like that.
Let's get this draft. What's his order looking like?
How do we want to do the order?
How do we decide the order?
You guys want to do oldest to youngest?
That's kind of just fucked, but sure.
I'll take the second overall.
Throwing
Only
out
if we're
options.
snaking it.
Oh, it's always a snake.
Let's do an audio rock paper scissors.
We can do that.
Oh God, a three-way?
That sounds like an awful idea.
Sounds like a lot going on.
Let's do oldest to youngest then.
Let's do it.
All right. If we're doing oldest to youngest, I got first pick.
You
Obviously.
know who you're taking, so let's just skip to pick number 2.
Oh no, you don't know who I'm taking.
You're taking Reggie Miller. Now I'm up.
Hey, that's not a bad pick, but I'm not
It's
taking
not.
him. Hold on a second. I gotta get this ready so we all have our teams. And like I was telling Jordan earlier, it's the dream team starting 5. So you got to figure out where you're putting your players position wise.
Okay, I was gonna ask that.
Like
So-
you obviously don't want to pick 5 of the greatest point guards and put them
But
all
I can play like if I wanted to pick, let's say Anthony Davis for example. He is technically a 4, but he plays at the 5 in crunch. So if I wanted to, I could put him at the 5.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, you just want to
Okay.
do it to your best advantage.
Is this like a Space Jam scenario where we're trying to figure out like I have one game to save my life and these guys I got to make sure I win this game?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Jordan even mentioned that's why he brought up this draft because of Space Jam 2 coming out here soon.
Love it.
All right, I'm ready to go. Cue the draft music. And here we go. So the NBA Dream Team starting 5 with my first pick. I'm going to take... Oh, man, this might ruffle some feathers. I don't know if people are going to like this pick, but I'm
Stop
going
playing
to
games.
put this guy at my 2, and he goes by the name of Michael Jordan.
Okay. That was a whole lot of lead up for what we knew was happening.
I love doing that to you guys.
So, with the second overall pick, I'm going to take a guy who only performed in dunk competitions. I'm
Spud
joking.
Webb.
Obviously, I'm taking arguably the greatest player of all time, LeBron James.
All right, cool. So I'm going 3 and 4, huh?
Oh shit!
It's a good
Yeah.
little spot for you.
Sheesh. Uh-oh. All right, I might... Do I get a little weird here?
Always.
Let's get weird.
Do I get a little weird?
Absolutely.
All right, I feel like I'm going to take somebody that you guys may not take at 3, but that's okay because I'm trying to build my team a certain way.
Hey, you get these two
And
because you got Joe and then me for 2 and then Joe again. So you got to get them now.
I get it. I am going to go Magic Johnson at 3rd pick here.
Okay.
Smart.
Sorry, I'm trying to write everyone's names down so we have like a list for everything. Okay, and then...
Oh, I got it in my phone, dude. Don't worry.
Solid, me too. And then pick number 4, I'm going to stay with the Lakers and take a prime Shaq.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
He's playing the point guard for you, right?
No, Shaq's going to play a 2.
Smart.
Stone
Somehow
cold
even
shooter.
a worse spot for him.
Right.
All right. In that case, look, it's going to look like Homer-ish, but also like 15 of the top 20 players of all time have played for the Lakers. So I'm going to go with my favorite player of all time. Rest in peace, Black Mamba, Kobe
Damn,
Bryant.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
I have 2 of the most tenacious winners of all time, LeBron and Kobe.
Nice little duo. So I have 2 here, so I'm gonna go ahead. I got a good pick of the litter here. This is tough, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw Steph Curry at my 1.
Son of a bitch.
So I got Steph Curry and MJ, and then I'm going to grab the infamous Kevin Durant and put him at my 4. So I got Steph Curry, MJ, and KD. Back to you, Joe G.
Well, that's going to change up how I have to draft now.
I know, I'm adjusting my team now. I'm getting...
Uh-oh.
I really thought Steph Curry was going to make it back to me. I really did.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, you know me. I don't like to slow down the draft. So I'm not going to sit here and think about it too much. I'm just going to go ahead and take my 5. And that's going to be... I don't think I heard you say this, Jordan, but I missed your second pick. The Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
You're going to have him.
He said you can have him.
Yeah, I know. Nonchalantly, too. Yeah, that's fine. You can take him.
I don't want him, he said. Jordan, I already know who you're taking. Taking Paul Pierce.
Oh, damn. I forgot Joe doesn't get a back-to-back here.
I know. It's kind of a...
Ooh. So I'm kind of like excited, I think. All right, then. So I got my point guard. I mean, I got a big man. I'm not going to go with the Splash Bro. But I'm going to go with one of my favorite players of all time growing up, Mr. Ray Allen. For my shooter.
I just saw
And then,
I was just thinking about him.
Oh, man, what do I do here? Do I take Joe's boy or do I take Joe's boy?
Go ahead and take Joe's boy.
All right.
I don't think you're going to take who I would be taking here.
It's tough, man. Aaron, who did you...
I have Steph Curry, MJ, and KD.
That's okay. You took KD. Okay. Well, then I'll take Anthony Davis.
Cheesed up there.
I don't know.
Just kidding. Decent pick. So we're back to Joe for 1, and then me for my final 2. And I'm nervous.
So, this is a guy who, one of the few people in NBA history that I feel like is another game we should probably play, side note at some point, is whether a player is too early, too late, or just right. And one player in the NBA that I think was actually too early is one Larry Bird. I think his numbers would be even crazier nowadays because he could shoot the 3 and he would be jacking up like 10 a game nowadays. So I'm taking Larry Bird.
That's a good pick.
All right, so it's back to me for my final 2. And I'm looking for a 3 and a 5. I really only had my eye on one good 5, and that was Shaq, because he was just so dominant down there. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah, I was gonna say prime Shaq is unreal.
But I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab this guy who literally just always delivered. Like I'm pretty sure he averaged a double in his career. And I'm gonna put him at my 5 spot, and that is the postman Karl Malone.
That's who I was thinking about taking.
And then at my 3 spot, I don't really want to go new school player. I'm gonna go ahead and put them together. Just like the 90s. You guys know who I'm taking? Scottie Pippen. So I got Steph Curry, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Kevin Durant, Karl Malone. Joe, you're up.
All right. Did anybody take, maybe I missed it, one Wilt Chamberlain?
No.
Nope, never heard of him.
I did exactly what I didn't want to do in this draft, and I drafted like 4 Lakers.
So, okay, I'll have Jordan pick, and then I have some questions about your team.
Perfect.
Okay, final pick. Going with a small forward here. One of the best of all time, left on the board. Julius Irving.
AKA?
The Light Spider. I have no idea.
Dr. J?
Yes.
Freaking heroin addict?
I'm kidding. I said it with you.
Okay. All right, so just to recap our teams, I have Steph Curry, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Kevin Durant, and Karl Malone.
I have LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain, and Kareem.
I got Magic, Shaq, Ray Allen, Anthony Davis, Julius Irving.
There you have it. And you guys know the deal. We will be posting our teams on social media. You get on there and you vote who has the best NBA Dream Team starting 5. And before we move on, Joe, I just want to know, where are you placing these guys on your roster? Who's playing the point?
So LeBron is going to play my point.
Okay.
Was going to play point for the championship team last year until Rondo fell in our lap. So LeBron's playing my point, one of the best passers of all time, which I like because then you can put Kobe at guard still, let him just catch passes from LeBron. It would be insane. Then you got Larry playing the 3, stretching. Then Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem are my respective 4 and 5.
Stretching. Larry's just going to be in his warm-up stretching the entire game.
Yep.
That's crazy.
He's a stretch 3.
Jordan, what about you?
Oh, God. Let me...
I think I already know. Like, you probably have Magic at the point, Ray at the 2, Dr. J at the 3, Davis at the 4, and Shaq at the 5.
I mean...
And there's no reason for you to tell us.
I mean, come on. My team is built so well that you could build it for me, and it was perfect anyway. Like...
Yeah, well, I mean, I got Steph at the 1, MJ at the 2, Scottie at the 3, KD at the 4, and Malone at the 5. So
we have very similar builds, honestly.
We do.
Except for some of my point guard's taller. That's about it.
I thought about going like a natural point guard, but I kind of like the idea of having like Wilt and Kareem down low. I mean, those two together combined for, let's see, on one team that would be 55 points a game between just the two of them. And that's before you add Kobe, LeBron, or Larry Bird.
right, and that's also before 1930.
People played basketball.
Barely.
Fair point. I mean, they were like beating up like stockbrokers and people who like bartended at night.
Right.
So, yeah, be on the lookout for that poll to drop. Our social medias, Facebook and Instagram, Free Ballers Podcast, and our Twitter, F Ballers Podcast.
Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you again next week. Until then,
Keep your shoes tied and your cups filled
to the brim.
fucking top.
Sandals.
See ya.
Bye.
Coward! Coward face! That was loud as fucking animal tracks. Coward.
Whoa.